Hi everyone, welcome to English with Nery, and in today's video, we're gonna cover tag questions. We're gonna answer 5 questions in today's video. Number 1, what is a tag question? 2, when do we use tag questions? 3, what intonation do we use with tag questions? 4, how do we structure tag questions? And number 5, how do we respond to tag questions?
What are tag questions? Tag questions are questions after a statement or a sentence. They are added so that we can form a question. Let's take a look at this example. She's a doctor, isn't she? Here, she is a doctor is a statement, and isn't she is your tag question. Tag questions are very short questions, typically composed of 2 words. When do we use tag questions and what intonation do we use with them? We often use tag questions when we expect the listener to agree with our statement, or if we are sure or almost sure that the listener will confirm that our statement is correct. Example: yesterday was so much fun, wasn't it? Notice that when we use a tag question for confirmation or agreement, we give it a falling intonation. Now, if you want to ask for information or you're a bit less sure, we say a question tag with a rising intonation. Here's an example. James is working on that, isn't he? Let's practice the following sentences with a falling intonation. It's beautiful, isn't it? You are a teacher, aren't you? Anna can't swim, can she? Now let's try the following with a rising intonation. This is high enough, isn't it? We don't have enough food, do we? You can't drive, can you? How do we structure tag questions? You'll be surprised because it's fairly easy. Question tags are formed with the auxiliary or modal verb from the statement and the appropriate subject. A positive statement is followed by a negative question tag. For example, Nery is from the Philippines, isn't she? A negative statement, on the other hand, is followed by a positive question tag. For example, the phone didn't ring, did it? He shouldn't drive so fast, should he? Now, what if we don't see any auxiliary or modal verb in a sentence? Well, remember, when the verb in the main sentence is in the present simple tense, we form the question tag with do or does. For example, you play the piano, don't you? Anna likes tennis, doesn't she? If the verb is in the past simple tense, we use did. For example, they went to London, didn't they? She studied in the US, didn't she? Take note that when the statement contains a word with a negative meaning, the question tag needs to be positive. For example, he hardly ever talks, does he? They rarely go out of their house, do they?
How do we respond to tag questions? Well, that's very interesting because a lot of ESL students and non-native English speakers like me are confused with this. But let me help you with it. We respond to tag questions based on the truth of the situation. For example, the snow is white, isn't it? We all know that the snow is white. It really is. So we can say, yes, it is. But what if we say, the earth is square, isn't it? It's not square. So you have to say, no, it isn't. Let me give you more examples.
The sun is bigger than the moon, isn't it? Yes, it is. There are 12 planets in the solar system, aren't there? No, there aren't. There are no elephants in Asia, are there? Yes, there are. You don't like to study English, do you? Yes, I do. Nery works as a doctor, doesn't she? No, she doesn't. Here's a bonus for you. Pronunciation of tag questions using reduced sound. Did he? Does he? Was he? Has he? Is he? Will he? Would he? Can he? Wouldn't you? Shouldn't I? Won't he? Didn't he? Hasn't he? Wouldn't he? Isn't he? Isn't it? Doesn't it? Aren't I? Won't you? Don't you? Can't you? Could you? Would you?
Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, reactions, or if you just want to say hello, write them down in the comments box below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell button down there.